Security Today, a leading security industry publication of India, and Honeywell Security present Knowledge Series 2005.
Traditionally, we have been having manned security at all the complexes, whether we talk of complex or we talk of residences or we talk of a farmhouse. But in the days today when crime is really at its peak, it is high time that we move in for electronic security. The electronic security has to start off first at the perimeter. Secondly, we have to go in for proper electronic security at the entrance gates.
The need for electronic security is no more in question, and especially in large cities or evolving cities in India, primarily because the socio-economic parameters of security has changed. The perspective of security has changed. Lifestyles have changed. We have smaller families. There are homes which are left unattended, locked up for better part of the day, which wasn't the case, let's say, 20 years back. Added to that, today people want convenience.
You will find a lot of migrant population coming into because of the job opportunities that are currently available, which could be a boon as well as a risk. That's one part. The second thing is the changing lifestyles. Today you find a lot of couples are really working, and therefore you would find that the houses are locked most of the time.
But when I look at the residential security in different markets, I would say it's probably very largely influenced by many factors, but it's not limited to the three. But I think three factors are very important in how and what type of security or electronic security products are being used. Number one is the housing type. In a single house, single family home type of environment, your electronic security product requirements could be very different from when it's apartment building complexes. Number two is the infrastructure. What type of infrastructure is available, which would also affect what type of products are being used. Number three, I also see very often is regulations is driving the demand or need for certain products.
If we have recorded data of his actually doing something, we can definitely get to know not only about him, but about his gang members also, because they must also be operating with the same MO. Every criminal gang has a unique modus operandi, or in other words, he operates in a unique fashion.
Most of the crime in houses is by the known people. They get into the houses very easily. They can commit the crime and go out. That is one point. And other is that even if you have man guarding, which is today the known way of security today, they are totally helpless out there. You need electronic security actually to empower them, to provide tools which can initiate early signals.
Electronic security actually adds to that man. It's not a substitute for that man, but rather it adds to the man because of the post-event verification or identification rather that electronic security can do.
The same manned person, if he is looking after a wide area or a huge area, it's always better to install some methods by which a guard tour timing is recorded so that he takes the beat on a regular basis. So it can also help in adding to his, making sure that he's actually performing his duties.
Two thoughts here. One, you're saying it works. So it is not that it is not working in India. Second, you're saying awareness is low and that's why it's not taken off.
Even if the police would want that, yes, if their load can be lessened, their burden can be lessened, and they would welcome that. So I'm sure he also has a wish list that, if the industry can do this much, or the community developers or the users can do this much, it's that much load less on the system.
In the new buildings that we design, residential, commercial, whatever, we have what we call the IBMS system, where we like to integrate what GB is actually referring to.
Is that the intelligent building management systems?
Exactly.
Talking about?
So it's not just only security. We like to tie up with the security, the other aspects like the fire detection system, the evacuation system.
We do see this trend in the commercial and the office complexes. Do you now see it in homes also?
Absolutely.
Regulation and market development goes hand in hand. when you have a regulation, it becomes a necessity. And when the market becomes more mature, the buyers, home buyers actually will look for certain products as part of the total package, then the developers will going to have to offer to them.
Security Today, a leading security industry publication of India, and Honeywell Security present Knowledge Series 2005.